dark energy and light energy. That's what Turin's about, and it's one of the things I'm checking out today. So Turin sits on the triangle of dark energy that's between Turin, London, and San Francisco. That's negative energy of plagues, of executions, and of a whole lot of demon and satanic worship. And on the light energy of healing, which is between Prague, Lyon, and Turin. And so it's right in the center there, and there's bits that are the yin and the yang, and they say that Turin is the balance of this energy. Yesterday I didn't talk about it because I just wanted to feel it, see if that was right, and I got that feeling, you know. It's the first place in the months of traveling that I've gone down roads and I've thought, oh, there's something dark and heavy in this road. I've traveled through Iraq, I've traveled through all over Russia, I've traveled to some very strange places, but you get that feeling here. And it was weird. The people dressed in a kind of a vibrant energy. There's a lot of graffiti. There's a lot of tattoos. There's a lot of piercings. They're all kind of posh, though. It's kind of posh graffiti, posh piercings. But I've seen some figures on the graffiti in areas which then, when I was doing my research last night, link into some of the figures, the shamanistic figures that I've seen in the petroglyphs in different parts of the world. It's kind of really weird. In fact, I'm getting a tingle just thinking about it. I took these pictures because I was like, God damn, that bit of graffiti on this wall, that looks like stuff I've seen in the Kola Peninsula. I've seen up in down in Australia, and I've seen in Afghanistan, in northern Pakistan. It's weird. These things should not coincide. So there was a lot of people came through here, a lot of secret handshakes, monks and stonemasons, and the Freemasons are big in this area. Anyway, I'm going off to the start of an area which links the yin and the yang, which is the Egyptian Museum, which has all the mummies, but also has some Shroud of Turin just further up, which is the light energy. Anyway, let's see how the day progresses. The energy of Turin. Oh, creepy. I was going to wait to the end, but I've come to this place. It's meant to be the dark heart of Turin, and one of the dark hearts of the three-pointed triangle that I was talking about. That is, we're standing on an ancient Roman burial site. It's also where public executions happened in here. You can just feel ugly here. This statue is got a whole lot of crushed people underneath, and that's meant to be an angel looking down, but it looks very much like Lucifer, 5-star, looking down over this square. There is about 20 times as much graffiti in this area around here on these beautiful buildings than when you go into the brighter part on the other side, which is kind of like, you know, it's weird. And in this square, it's like, I saw this each time I come through here, it's got this weird feeling, lots of drunks, lots of homeless people, just people hanging around. It's a weird spot. And then to find out, and I was thinking this is weird, and then to find out it is the dark heart of Turin, of the dark energy. Then down this road, which I'm going to now, which I've just been down, has got a whole lot of gargoyles and other bits. It's the longest pedestrian road in all of Europe, and it leads in this completely redesigned during the big redesign of the city during the Savoy dynasty. And they flattened the whole lot, this medieval city, and made these energy channels, which is kind of weird. And then down this area, there's a whole lot of gargoyles, and I just saw them then, strange figures all the way down this street. And this is the dark energy that people talk about. All right, it gives me the creeps just talking about it. And actually knowing that that's there, looking down over this square, and the history of this square is giving me the creeps totally. Okay, so now I'm out of the dark alley there, and it really did feel dark. It had, like, he's got angles of the walls that have been just moved slightly so they line east. There's triangles. There's a whole lot of just evil gargoyles and bits and pieces there, and there's a whole lot of stuff on the buildings. Feels very weird down that area. Lots of graffiti. You come out here, apparently this is on the gates, this park, that's the palace, that's the Shroud of Turin. It's meant to be the start of the white light, the white energy, the happy energy. This is a star that was put into the, like a long time ago, that during certain times of the solstice is aligned to the Masonic calendar. And anyway, there's meant to be statues here with their arms crossed against their hearts and looking upwards, so that represents angels looking up. Weirdly, there's a shop called Angel I've never seen before. There's 3 of them in that street, and each are kind of at intersections, more densely populated to closer you get to this square. Of course, my mind has gone overactive on these things, but really weird. You get 3 of the same name brand shop in that evil street. Now down here's the next one, and this is meant to be the good street. So I'm going to go down there and check out one of the local coffees and sit down for a bit and just detox. So I've stopped for a bisserin. I'm sure that's not how you pronounce it. It's got espresso, cream, and what else has got something else in it? I can't remember. Milk, probably. Going to be very sweet, just what I need. That is the good energy street. It's meant to have quite a few things in there, like messages on the walls, compasses, being Masonic, those sort of stuff. It does have a lot of philosophers, and it's where they used to gather to talk about medicine and, I don't know, philosophy, science stuff. You can see that written on the walls, which is good. There's meant to be a series of 3s everywhere. I didn't see that. But I've come down here to the end of the square. This is where the Italian Job was done. Great movie. It was down here, and that chapel down the end is meant to be the center of kind of the white energy, just like the other end, with that really scary, evil statue. That's meant to be the good end. I probably won't get time to go down there. In fact, I'm not feeling like it, to be honest. I feel a bit drained after walking that section, so I'm going to chuff myself up with a bit of sugar and coffee, and then I'm going to head to the bus and head off to Nice.